Samantalo, Binibining Pilipinas Supranational, Rasham Said, and Miss Universe Philippines, Gazini Ganados. Hi guys!
Hi!
Hello! Welcome and of course, congratulations.
Thank you!
Batiin natin mga kapuso viewers natin. Hi guys! Good morning sa inyo.
Hello!
Good morning! Okay, so by this time, I'm sure marami na kayong interviews na napuntahan. So let's start this one differently. So we stalked your Instagram account.
Wow.
We picked photos of you guys, and all you have to do is just explain the meaning behind these photos, okay? Para to get to know you lang different. Okay, let's start with Miss Pasig. First runner-up, Aya Abesamis. Okay, so what do you say about this photo?
So that photo, I graduated with a bachelor's degree of fine arts, major in painting, and
Nice. There we're at the Vistoria shopping, and I was showing my friends that that's the heels I started out in when I did my first pageant. Yeah, they were the one with the little plastic heel that would wobble and everything, and hard to walk in. But I was so proud of myself because I did it. So that's what we were doing that day.
So what's your favorite Tagalog word as of the moment?
Pagkain.
Pagkain! Okay, next. I love portrait. We have here Emma.
Emma, I'm bringing
Beach
such
life. What can you tell us about
That
this
was in Coron, Palawan. Because I really want to see and explore Coron. I've been to Puerto Princesa, Underground, and other beaches. And then I've heard that Coron and El Nido are really good. So I decided to go and explore. And it's really cool.
Actually,
Like when you see a painting, it's really like the background is this real?
grabe, surreal, ganun yung
Super,
yung moment.
even the lagoon, the Twin Lagoon, parang super clear ng water. Super. I really love to travel, and also I love beaches, that's why.
Yeah, actually guys, maraming, when I stalk their account, super marami silang beach photos, pero Emma here, ang dami na talagang photos sa beach.
Because when I'm stressed or everything is so toxic, I just want to go to the beach. I'm from Pampanga, and Subic is just 1 hour away, so I can drive there and okay. I can refresh.
I know where to find you.
That's one thing we have in common.
You know where to find me.
Beach. Okay, next we have here Mary.
You make food beautiful. Like what?
Are you really a foodie?
I really am. Prior to me joining Binibining, I was actually working on a food vlog. Yeah.
Ooh.
So this was on one of my discoveries at a taco place. I was working on a vlog called Tacos. So basically all I did was just go to different Mexican restaurants and find tacos and rate them. So actually, if you saw the bottom of the picture, there's so many notebooks and pens because I was taking notes on the ingredients and what I liked about it. And yeah, I really, really like that taco. It's a pollo, so it's like chicken, just spicy chicken taco. Yeah, that's why I had to get a picture.
Do you
Oh my
plan
God.
to continue your vlog after your reign?
Definitely, like especially after my reign, I really want to travel a lot more. I want to go to Mexico. I was there 8 months ago, but like I want to go back and explore the other cities of Mexico because I was there in Roma. So I really want to go back. Mexican food is one of my favorites after Filipino food. So I was like, really want to explore tacos a little more.
Kira, Sham, you're a foodie, but how come you don't seem to gain weight?
There's this new diet called stress. Just kidding.
I'm gonna try that. Okay, and of course, our Miss Universe Philippines is a dog lover. As in, sa IG niya, she has a highlight called Pug Life. Is this your pug?
Yes, that's my pug.
Ano yung name niya?
Actually, her name through my papers is Jadrina the Rocky Mountain.
Wow.
But I just named her Jabba.
Java. Only one dog for you.
One dog for me, and my mom has a lot of dogs. She has 3 dogs. And then every morning I jog them at home in the village. That's how I connect to them. And that's how I bond with them, through jogging every morning. So parang naging fit na ako. Plus, I get to hang out with them.
Grabe. Yun pala yun. Guys, ilabas niyo yung pets niyo. Ma-exercise na kayo, tapos na-exercise niyo din yung pet niyo. Bonding niyo na rin yun, di ba? And actually, dog lover talaga si Gazini because nag-advocate for PAWS, right? Parang you visited.
We went to PAWS. Everyone
yeah,
went to PAWS.
we saw a photo of you with the dog. Ayun. Okay, let's move on naman. Of course, this interview wouldn't be complete without the Binibining Pilipinas journey. So we have here the emojis. You can choose. Pwede mag-repeat. Okay, let's just take turns. And then, through an emoji, explain to us your Binibining Pilipinas journey. Okay, once you start,
Can we use
take a
it?
Okay.
Samantha, you start now.
Oh,
Go.
okay. Wait, just pick any one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, heart eyes. Okay, why heart eyes?
Because I made so many friends.
Like,
yeah, it was so refreshing, and it was just incredible because I met like just amazing girls, and we connected just like we were meant to
Were
meet.
you heart eyes the entire competition, like the coronation night?
Oh no, some nights I was like this, other nights I was like that. Then
all of it,
once in a while, it's really, and then finally, I'm here. I'm right here.
When they called your name, what was
Oh,
your
it was
action?
like, hold on. Wait, can I mix it a little bit? We'll do one of these with one of these, and
Mixed emotions.
there. It's like a
musically.
fruit salad. Yeah, it was like that.
But in words, how would you describe your feelings at that time?
I felt light, like all the stress and everything just instantly, everything paid off. All the hard work paid off, and it felt great walking up and seeing Eva. Like, I used to be such a big fan. We were a fan of each other, actually. We met back in Cebu. And then she's like, you have to do the pageant. And I'm like, I am. So it's cool that I'm like, oh my God, we're, destined.
So you had a moment even before you knew you were gonna be the
No, it was like-
successor.
premeditated destiny right there.
And then what's your emoji now that you're the Miss Grand International?
Right
Mini Grand
here. I'm one
International.
of these. Just very content with everything I have in life.
Nice. Who's next? Wants to go next?
Okay.
Go, Emma.
If you insist. Okay, my journey is this. It's also amazing.
how about the coronation night?
Oh,
itself?
I was tagged as the happiest Binibini.
Actually, you're big smiles
Yeah.
during that time.
So
when
if
you were
you're gonna
called, how
watch
did
the
you
replay,
feel?
you'll see it yourself.
Oh, how about during the Q&A? Really, were you?
I remember the Q&A
Oh
before.
my god.
Okay, I was like this. Because
Oh.
I'm praying, I'm letting myself like, okay, inhale, exhale.
You were calm. You were calm.
I'm calm. I pray. And then Samantha, before the air of the Q&A, Samantha was like, Emma, talk to me.
Well, I was having a bit of a panic attack. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep for a
Yes.
while. So Emma actually has been doing that like throughout the last 2 months, just kind of been my aid.
Were you roommates or
We're
you just?
seatmates.
We're seatmates. But no, she's great. I was so proud of her for her Q&A.
So backstage, you guys were interacting because of course, we didn't see it.
Oh yeah, you guys don't. Sometimes I forget they don't get to see what happens.
Yeah,
behind
can
the
you share us
scenes.
naman?
Behind the scenes,
Yeah.
we're like a little crazy.
Are you guys screaming at each other? No naman.
No. By crazy, I mean like in a very like we created this weird sisterhood, diba? Like we're both like we're all
In a competition.
yeah, we're in a competition, but it doesn't really feel like we're competing with one another. It's just like one day we're like crying, the other day we're like, oh my god, so excited. So it's just a mix emotions, yeah.
And during the coronation night, parang fast-paced.
Yeah.
Super
We were
fast.
like shouting at the backstage. We were like,
Yeah, we were cheering for each other in the backstage.
We were like, babe,
We're
you
like,
got
if
this.
we're gonna walk like, go Ray, you can do that. Yeah. We'll hold
Very
each other's
supportive.
faces like, look at me, you can do this.
So you need the backstage access.
Yeah.
Next year.
Next year.
How about you, Laren? What's your emoji?
My Binibini journey is all of this.
Everything? There's
Everything.
angry
Oh,
emoji
boy.
there,
No,
ah.
everything. Seriously, because you will feel every emotion every time. It's like we have 3 months of Binibini journey, and there's the time where you're like doubting yourself. You're angry because you're not. Sorry. Sorry, like you get angry because you don't feel like you're okay. There's a lot of emotions right there, but this is the most
To sum up everything.
to sum up everything. This is what I feel like right now.
So, there are negative emojis
yeah,
there, but
yeah,
how
there's
did you
a
cope?
lot.
Like, how did you turn it into,
We're roommates actually, and then we're like talking about the negative things, how we uplift each other. So yeah, I think that's it. We feel
do you
so
guys
many
stress
emotions.
eat? Or
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
did you guys have time pa to like relax, like binge watch or something?
No,
During Holy Week.
no time.
Ah, there was a break.
Yes.
I mean,
We had Holy Week.
Holy Week. Just to be solemn for
That's it.
Us normal people, we want to know if you guys can
We're
relate to us.
also
Did you guys have crowns?
We breathe the same air.
I'm breathing the same air right now. Who wants to go next? Okay, go Aya.
I think mine is a mix of
No one can just have one.
yeah,
It's like,
not
no, I
one.
must have them all.
I think it's a mix of these
There's a wow there. Why? Why wow?
and one last this.
Laughing.
Because compared to last year when I joined,
Yeah.
this one was a crazy whirlwind, and I also gained a lot of friends right now, and I just really had fun this year.
What's
So it
with
was
the
a
wow
mix.
emoji?
The wow is like this one.
At this one.
Oh, this one. It's
Eh,
more.
is it a wow?
It's more of like at certain events, you're just like, oh, this is really happening, like, oh, I can do this. Yeah. So that's that.
But when they announced that you're the first runner-up,
When they announced that I was the first runner up, it was more of these two. Because I'm happy I have the crown right now. So yeah, kilig, and I'm happy because my family's there and my mom finally watched. So
she was there.
yep.
Who's next? Ray. Oh, sorry, Aya. But did you feel pressured pa rin?
Of
'Cause
course.
it's your second time.
Yes.
More than ever, or did you feel more calm?
I think it was more calm but still pressured in a way. And I just had fun.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, I just had to go with the flow.
How about you, Risha?
Oh my god. I think majority of my journey was this. Just because it's my first time. So every time something happened, I was just like, I was like a deer in headlights. Every single time something went, I was like, really? Like, Emma knows this. Emma's seen it. She's like, Ray, Ray. Sam knows this. Yeah, Ray's like, Ray,
Is this
come
what you
on.
had when you met me?
Yes, definitely. I met Sam and I was like, oh my god, she's actually so nice.
Okay.
No, I mean that in the best
We love
way.
But
each
even
other.
on the coronation night, we were like,
Actually, yeah, everyone knows this, that I didn't start walking until literally someone behind me was like, Ray, it's you. And I was like, no. I was just like in denial. But when I started walking forward, I was like overwhelmed because I could hear all of the people, all the supporters, and I could almost feel like I could hear my family, even though they were like miles away up in the audience. I felt like I could really feel everyone cheering for me, and they were so happy, and that I just like actualized and realized that, oh my god, I did just get a title, and I'm here in the front of the stage. Jessa's crowning me. I was just like, the whole time there's a video, you can see Jessa's crowning me, and I just keep looking at her like, oh my god, it's you. So that's why this is the perfect.
but during the Q&A, were you also shocked?
Actually, Q&A was this, because I actually like Q&A, so I was just like, I was like, Q&A. I enjoy Q&A, so that was my reaction. But majority this would sum up my life, actually. If I had to pick an emoji, this is my life. I'm always in awe.
So you guys could leave comments on her Instagram accounts with that emoji.
Please. Hashtag Ray Bay.
And of course,
Hashtag Ray Bay.
of course, Gazini.
Yes. I'm excited to see it.
Excited for her.
So just like Lauren, I had every emojis in my life during the Binibining duration because
Oh, the entire.
because I'm human. I feel all the emotions, like
Yeah.
most especially when it's your day. So and when you're hungry or when you're sad because you didn't do great. Or
Did you feel pressured?
Yes,
entire-
pressure will always be there. But then again, if you just
How did you
the-
cope
up with the pressure or
with all of these emotions combined?
well, it's really important to surround yourself with people who supports you, who will back you up and who will lift you up, just like them, Aya, Lauren, also my KF sisters, and also the other girls. I will just constantly talk to them and ask them if how they are, and they would, we would compliment each other of that. We're just fine. We're just gonna be fine. And at the end of the day, for as long as we're having fun, we keep on reminding ourselves to just be yourself and have fun. Then everything else will follow.
Aside from the council, you guys earned a sisterhood.
Yes. Actually, the best memories that I had was during Boracay, because despite that we didn't have a lot of.
Why? What happened in Boracay?
Yeah, because that's actually we didn't have a lot of hairstylists and makeup artists, and then we helped out each other, and then when someone's still sleeping, we'd wake up each other like, hey, let's go, it's your turn, it's time to shower or something.
You really need an access to that. That's a back.
There has to be a behind the scenes
Yeah.
This,
The real life of beauty
this
queen.
competition was really different from all the competition I joined, and I really appreciate that I joined this time around. So, all the emojis.
But now that you're competing for Miss Universe, what's the emoji?
Miss, wait.
Angry one.
The angry one.
No. Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. This one. Yeah.
Heart eyes.
Yes.
Okay. And we're excited for
Yes,
you.
it's my first time to have an actual crown with me. Like, what, me? And plus, it's Miss Universe. What? Wow! So it's like, yes, it's a heart. It's all. I feel all the love. I feel overwhelmed with all the messages. Plus, I have a support system. My sisters, hopefully they all of them will be watching us, same as for me. I will be watching for them. We will cheer each other up. And also, plus, it was Catriona who crowned me, so I was like fangirling at the same time. So it actually took me around a minute to walk past that stage halfway, and then she grabbed my hand. Come here. You're still at the middle of the stage, and then she pulled me up front. So I was just like crying the whole time. Oh yeah, crying. I need the crying one. Okay, this one. Crying. So that's it.
So mga kapuso, you know already what emojis to comment on their Instagram accounts. But kidding aside, if you guys have questions, we're live pa rin here in Novotel in Cubao. So iwan nyo lang sa comment section yung questions nyo and we'll be reading some of those later. Okay, let's move on to the next portion of this interview. Let's play Yay or Nay. Okay. Can you pass it around? Okay. You guys are free to explain if you want to explain.
Okay.
Your stance. Yes. Okay, ready?
Extra.
Okay. Yay or nay? Divorce bill. Ooh. Oh my God, they're divided. 1, 2, 3.
But we can still be
okay.
friends, right?
Yeah, okay.
I'm kidding.
Let's start first with the yay. Okay, Aya, why yay?
Well, I think we all have the right to make choices. And if you're not happy, then why would you still stick with it, as long as you still support the children as well and the family?
Okay, how about Samantha?
Well, marriage, you know, you go in optimistic, but along the way, you never know what's gonna happen. And for me, it's more of a safety thing, especially for domestic violence. So I want people to be able to sleep easy and have that option of divorce.
Okay. Risham.
Well, to expand a little bit on what both of them said, it's also important to remember the children, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have great hopes for marriages to work out, and when they don't, it affects the children more than it does affect the parents. So the children go through a lot of heartache when parents don't have the best marriage. So for that reason, I think there should always be a choice.
Okay, of course. Gazini.
I came from a very conservative family,
Okay.
so I used to be nay before. But then all throughout my journey, I realized that there are people who are there are couples that are abused or more or less crying the whole time of their relationship. So I just want the divorce because of, just like what Samantha said, to be at ease of what you are and who you want to be, because at the end of the day, it's yourself who you gotta take care of. And also the children. So basically, if you take care of yourself, everything else around you will follow. So if you're happy, the people around you are also happy.
Okay, of course we have two nays here, Laren and Emma. Okay, who wants to explain first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I came from a very conservative family, and we believe in marriage. And so that I also believe in binding of love under the sacrament of marriage. So if I don't agree with divorce, so I celebrate love in a binding of a marriage, so that I believe.
Okay.
Me, for me, it's because I am from a family-oriented environment.
Okay.
I grew up in a family-oriented environment. And for me, divorce is the least option, because if you're going into marriage, you should be responsible and matured enough, and there's commitment on it. So before entering a marriage, you should be sure enough to your partner. And whatever your problems may have or come, you should have mutual understanding and respect to each other.
At least we get to see both sides of their perspectives on divorce. Okay, that's start pa lang yon, guys, ha?
I got him now. Let's play this game.
This is me.
At sige, lighten natin ng a bit. Okay. Pineapples on pizza. O, yan na. Ano tayo ba?
Yay!
We have a nay here!
Yes!
I don't eat pizza.
Why? What? You don't eat pizza?
A little bit.
Miss Pizza Hut.
I eat a little bit. Only when Emma forces me to. Oh no.
Why?
That's by the time she says, "Are we friends or not?" No, there are several people. We're all different, so diversity.
Diversity amongst pizza.
If you ever decide to eat pizza,
But I
without
like the pineapple on pizza. The pineapple. I'd pick the
she'll eat
pineapple.
pineapple for us.
And that's
So the next time we open the
so
box,
I'd have to say yay.
Hawaiian without pineapple.
Yay. I'm
It's a
yay.
Gazini pizza.
Okay, this one. Swimsuit portion on pageants. Risham. Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, saying.
Knew it. The group would be divided. Okay.
Do you want to like toss it and see where it lands?
Okay, let's start with Nay naman first. Okay.
Let's start with me.
Ano ka ba?
Wait, I'm Nay, because I am not for same-sex marriage, but I am for civil union. For the couples to protect their properties, and it is also their right to be.
About same-sex marriage here in the Philippines, I think our country is not yet culturally ready about it. But we have the civil union bill, which is every couples have the rights to fight for their properties, to be a legal partner to each other, and I think that is the first step. And I hope soon the Philippines will open up to that kind of issue, same-sex marriage.
Yeah, same with Gazini and Emma. I also came from a very conservative family, and it is okay to have a civil union for the couples to protect their properties, their rights, and to live their life, happily. Because I know someone who is part of the LGBTQ, and she's fighting for her rights. And I think this is one way of stepping up the game and to let everybody know that it is okay. We have to accept them. That's our
At
goal.
the end of the day, at least we're given the right to be with the one we love.
Yeah.
In terms of whatever gender it is, age, race.
How about Team Yay? Aya.
Kimi. Well, mine's just pretty simple and short because why not? Love is love. So
Hashtag that.
Yeah, but hashtag. Love is love.
Yay for Aya. There we go.
Yay for Risham. Why yay?
You never know who you're gonna fall in love with at the end of the day, and I have a lot of friends of the LGBT community, and I've talked to them, and it's like you don't see gender, you just see the person that you're so badly in love with, and they just want to live a full life just like us. They're no different. They didn't choose it, so why not? Let's get married.
How about you, Risham?
Well, I think civil union is something that we should be celebrating. That's great. That's a huge step up. It's very progressive for us Pinoys, and I'm all for it. But I do think, we can take it a step further. I mean, we're halfway there. I do believe that everyone deserves a chance to be with the ones they love. And I think that's something at the end of the day, as humans, we're all searching for. Love, right?
Love is love.
Love is
Love is love!
Love is love. Okay, let's make it
Hashtag
like
Aya says.
speaking of love, public display of affection. Yay or nay? PDA.
PDA. How much PDA we're
Oh,
talking?
yeah.
There's different levels.
Are we at
You
level
can
1 or?
explain your answer later.
Okay.
Basta yay or nay.
Yeah, we can defend. We can defend.
Yeah, I'll explain.
Okay.
Explain yourself.
I'll go, Risham. Explain.
Yay. I'm yay for like romantic gestures, like holding hands, a peck on the cheek, cuddling, watching the swans.
Where
Somewhere,
did you find
I
swans
don't
here?
know. Somewhere on the balcony, you're looking at the sun. I don't know. But I think love is fun when you're expressing it. It's something to be celebrated, and you shouldn't be shying away from it. But of course, there's always a limit. When you're in public, you have to respect other people's comfort levels. So don't go too far, guys. Go. Yeah, I said it all.
So we're all
Sorry.
Oh wait, Emma's an A. Emma's an A. Hold on, explain yourself.
You changed yours.
Are you on the next question already?
Actually, I'm both ways. After she explained, I'm like, okay, I'm convinced.
You can't do that.
Because for me, PDA is something like the exage thing, you know. It's too much.
But she explained it thoroughly that a little bit of something that just shows the appreciation of love for each other.
Inspires more love.
Yes. So spread more love. Love is love.
Are you okay with your stance? Who else wants to change their answer like Gazini here?
I think we're good.
We're good.
Okay.
We are all for both.
Okay, next, use of English language on pageants.
Like as a necessity,
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
prerequisite,
Yeah.
like it being a prerequisite.
Requirement. Yeah.
Oh, that was fast.
Wow.
At
Unanimous.
least. Okay, let's go with the national issue again. Are you ready? Bus ban on EDSA. Have you heard about the plan to ban provincial buses on EDSA? Are you yay for it or nay for it? Provincial bus ban on EDSA.
As a commuter before.
Do you like one of right?
No, this is yay or nay. You can explain, you can opt not to explain. Okay.
Like middle.
Okay.
Why Aya? Why middle?
Well, because I also commute and I know how hard it is, but it's also nice to organize everything so that people can go to certain places and then have that area on where they can ride and have that certain time. But to have it just like randomly just picked up and then just randomly go to different places, then yeah. So it's kind of like a middle thing.
Because it's a change in our country. So for us, it's hard to adopt at first. So that's why we're in the middle.
I think we just need to be more organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Organized.
We prefer more organization.
Yeah,
Organizing.
that's my follow-up question. Do you have a proposed solution for traffic?
I mean, we could implement hours or days of the week even, and I understand if there's an emergency that's tough, so of course you have to work around it. But like, for example, in Cebu, the jeepneys make it a little difficult to commute places because jeepneys can stop every 10 feet, and I need to get to school, guys. So, but now they implemented the
Color
beep-
coding.
No, it's the beep bus. That's not. It's the blue bus in Cebu. I'm so sorry, I'm drawing a blank here, but they implemented a bus that in Cebu that will take you. It's blue. It'll take you from because it's the only blue one. It'll take you from one spot to the next, and you can't get off. It's one straight ride, and it's.
Is that the one from Talisay to Mandaue?
Yeah, and then there's another one from IT Park going to Fuente. So
there's a
designated route. Yeah, and exactly, and like my bus too. It'll
My
take
bus,
you from
yeah.
like Seaside. That's another one.
because
Seaside
some of the
to.
jeeps are like stopping every street.
Yeah, and it's not like it causes traffic. We complain about the traffic. We complain, oh, I'm late because of traffic. Okay, let's do something about it. Let's be a little more organized. Let's be a little more strict, and just get to where we need to go so we can have a productive day. Hire her as a driver.
Yeah.
You can't get off.
Or some sort of strategic planner.
Okay, last for yay or nay.
Okay.
Being friends with exes. Let's make it light.
Okay.
As in friends, like
What kind of friends?
It's not close friends, but
close
friends.
friends.
Close friends.
Like
Close
close
friends.
Close
friends.
friends. Friends.
I can't.
Who can? Me. Why? Because
As for me, we can't always burn bridges all the time because when you're not friends with your ex, that means you still have that grudge. And when you have grudge, you can't move on to your life. And if you have grudge, you have that negativity all throughout your life. So for me, it's a yay because, you know, why not?
who else is
Well
yay?
answered.
Depends on case basis.
It's still one to a nay.
Who's nay? No one chose nay.
Nay.
Why?
Personally, I'm a very passionate person, and even though the bridges aren't burned, like, you know, I could agree, like, okay, you know what, things didn't work out, Pero if I continue being friends with them, those passionate feelings will arise. And I know myself. You need to know yourself, right? I know myself, and I'm like, you're great. You're a great person, and we can't be friends.
And for the middle, who can speak for the middle people?
The middle ground, guys.
It's case to case basis. Depends. Sometimes you want to be friends because it's past is past, you know. But sometimes the girlfriend, the present girlfriend, is so jealous, so they don't want to be friends. Okay, so that's it.
I'd be like,
But then you just come at her and be like, I was here first.
No, girl, no.
She's my better side. She's like the angel on my shoulder. I'm less than the.
Okay, so we're done with yay or nay.
Okay.
You guys did great. Yay! So this time, mga kapusok, kukuha kami ng questions from you guys. Live pa rin tayo dito sa Novotel in Cubao. Okay, kuha na tayo ng questions. Is it true that there are heckles during the Q&A portion of the pageant? Yeah. Like, were you distracted?
I mean, for me personally, I think sometimes when some of the girls were asked questions, that the audiences cheering to lift them up might have been mistranslated. So they might have, sometimes when the girl pauses, the crowd goes like, woo, to kind of uplift her to be like, it's fine. But sometimes it can come off as like they're trying to distract the girl. But as a third person, from what I've seen, I don't think there were any hecklers. Yeah, that's
what
my
about your
opinion.
experience?
My personal experience? Oh no, people were great. Like, people were great.
You're coming.
Yeah, people were amazing. Like, I've always said this, Pinoy fans are like the best fans you can ever have.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my opinion,
How about you guys? Did you
I didn't
hear?
look at the crowd.
For my experience, there's no. For my experience,
Yeah,
for my opinion.
During your Q&A.
I am
Yeah.
focused on the question and answering the question.
I was so into it that I didn't get to look at the crowd.
Yeah.
So
I
I.
still hear it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But
I was
then
in the middle of my answer, and everyone's like,
I was
"Woo!" I was like, "I'm not done yet." But thank you.
Just to clear things, it's on our experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
an experience.
Yeah.
It's a case to case.
Okay, next question. How heavy is your crown? And what can you tell us about your crown?
I weightlift, so it's not that heavy.
that's exactly what I told you a while ago. She kept on asking me, "How heavy is your crown?" I'm like, I lift a lot, so it's better than lifting. So
I think what's the heavy part of the crown is the responsibility.
the
that you
responsibility.
have.
It's like the whole Philippines on top of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with your sash.
Yes.
Pretty heavy.
But how about the designs? What can you tell us? What are they made of, actually?
We haven't
metal.
asked. We
I
haven't
think they're
asked.
maybe Swarovskis. I'm not sure, or what's that cubic zirconia?
We'll get back at you. On
Yeah, let's ask. We're gonna ask because we have no idea actually.
Okay, please answer that on your Instagram account.
Okay.
We'll be watching it
Okay,
and
okay.
we'll be commenting your emojis. Okay, next question. Biggest regret in life? Ooh.
Right now.
I have to answer it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it's
I
from
think
our
like-
Kapuso viewers.
I think my biggest regret is being too quick to speak and not fast enough to listen. That's what I've learned growing, like especially when I moved to the Philippines, because in America we want to do like 10 tasks at one time. We're living a race, and we don't step back just to, just relax in our day and just take it all in and be present. When I moved here, everything moved a little too slow, but at the same time, it gave me the chance to just like reflect and just be present and in the moment and to just understand what's going on. It's like, Sam, you can't be mad that, X, Y, and Z is not happening. In time, things will happen. And I think like once you spend more time understanding and putting that effort in there, you become wiser. Yeah. Namaste.
So now you're trying your best to listen more.
Yes, definitely.
How about you guys? Regrets?
I think maybe I have a little bit guilt of not spending as much time as I should have with my family when I was back in Canada studying. I was working 3 jobs and I was studying at the same time. I was saving up. And now that I've been living in Manila for almost a year by myself, I realize that the time that you miss out can't be taken back. Like you can't return to that time. When once that time's gone, it's lost. But the best thing you can always do is to learn from that and to put more effort into the things that you feel like you could have done better with. So that would be a regret of mine at the moment.
So let's give importance to our family, specifically to our fathers, because it was Father's Day yesterday.
Hey, Dad.
Okay, regrets.
For me, I believe in everything happens for a lesson.
Ooh.
That's why, if ever, I graduated not a cum laude, but I think I am a candidate, supposed to be.
Okay.
But then it's pageant and school, so I balance the time.
Yes.
And then because pageant helped me in my financial when I was studying. And even though I did not graduated cum laude, which is supposed to be my gift to my family, at the end of the day, I still graduated at the time I won. And also, I entered pageantry, which helped me and my family. So everything happens for a lesson, guys. Don't regret.
I think you gave them a better gift than the cum laude.
How about you, Aya? Regret.
Me, it's kind of similar to Emma, but it's more of like when I was younger, I would like to do this, I would like to do that, and I would just shift every single time and not focus at one thing. But now that I'm happy, because before I didn't really want to join pageants, and I tried it for like a couple of times and learned a lot. So I think that's my biggest regret before, which was not really focusing and just jumbling everything.
You don't know what to
Yeah,
prioritize.
I think now it's leading me into a certain path that I don't really know yet.
Larian.
Same with them. It's like I have a lot of goals in my life that I haven't like pushed through because I have a lot of things in my mind to wanted to have in my current life. So I think prioritizing more of what is right to do now, and I think my regret before is not prioritizing things. So
But
I think
you'll-
now maybe
Yeah, you'll get
I
there
think
eventually. Like
I'll
right
get
now,
there. I'll get there.
We have the priority.
Yeah,
Diba,
I'll
meron
get
namang
there.
times sa life natin na we want to explore it. We
Yeah.
want to try
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
And then, merong turning point na, no, I need to prioritize this one.
Yeah.
I think for these girls, they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
And of course, Gazini, what's your biggest regret?
Believe it or not, it's a combination of everyone. Because I'm a person of productivity. I like to do everything all at once, and as well as spending time with my grandparents more. That's why they became my advocacy, because of how I felt when I was with them. But it was already a little bit later in my life, of which and where I realized that they were very important. And then also, I have a short attention span. I claim it. Like, I can't watch a movie and sit down there for an hour or two. So I'd always want, when we're watching a movie, I'd always want to clean something there, wash something there, and then go back there. Yeah, then I'd want to do everything simultaneously, so everything all at once. So that's me, a lady of productivity. So I'd want to be more focused this time around, just like all of them. So hopefully we can cope up for our priorities.
But I think it's also good that these girls are multitaskers. They can.
Almost to a fault.
Okay, do you have plans of joining showbiz?
If given a chance, why
Yeah.
Where do I sign?
Absolutely, yeah. If you'll take
So all
me,
of you guys,
please.
we're
open
if
to
there's
it.
Showbiz.
specifically hosting, acting,
Hosting.
dancing.
Hosting,
definitely.
Actually, I've always wanted to act a little, so
I'm a
maybe.
frustrated dancer and a singer, so I sing in the bathroom. Who else agrees?
Professional dancing.
Yes.
We'll be looking forward to that after your reign, of course.
And
Okay.
Curtis is an inspiration.
Willing to work for public service in the future. Public service. Like
Which kind of public service are we talking about?
like a position in the government,
Yeah.
politics,
No.
or ambassadress.
I want
More
to be a
on
public
the-
speaker.
More of like a support.
Actually, I would like to be a psychologist or like work for counseling for schools, like in the government position if there's such a position. But yeah, politics is not up my alley.
More like the advocacy that I promote now. I really want to push through it because I'm very, very passionate about it. And hopefully I'd be given the chance to actually change something about it.
Yeah, it's really different when you're passionate for something. Iba yung parang the way you work, it's personal.
It's like you're not working at all.
Okay, this question, if you could change your answer during the Q&A portion, would you? And why or why? Differently. Who would answer differently?
Maybe we would add if ever.
Yeah.
Because
there's so much things in our
and
head.
pressure.
Yes, the pressure, and then there
But
were
changing
there were
it
only
differently,
30
no.
seconds.
Yeah.
We only
Let's
true.
have 30 seconds.
Use
to
this
answer.
opportunity to answer. Are you ready? Okay, I don't have a list of the questions. Do you remember your questions?
Yeah.
How can you forget
I'll
that?
remember it forever.
Okay, let's start with Aya.
I actually don't remember it that much.
Okay, let's start first with Laren. Do you remember
Yeah, I
yours?
remember my question. It is, what is your meaning of success? And then I said during my Q&A it is raising my flag of bravery against bullying. Because, you know, it's one way of showing my advocacy and to let people know and to let them aware of what's really happening also in the Philippines. Because I read something about bullying, that there's a girl who committed suicide because she was bullied before. So see that effect of being bullied itself to a person, and it's not really okay. So I want to be that inspiration, and I want to be the image of victory against bullying to everybody.
How about you, Emma?
It's freedom of the press.
Ooh.
It's important. And we're talking.
Yes.
For me,
Media
yes,
here.
definitely it's important for to have freedom of the press. Because of them, we are aware of what's happening, not only in our country, but also around the world. It's the responsibility of the press to give accurate, the truth, and giving a news without bias. Because we are relying to the press. We are relying to that news. And lying to the people, I think, it's not good, you know, when you lie to the people. And yeah, it's a responsibility.
Okay, I have the copy of your question. Okay. What advice would you give a 16-year-old girl for her to become more socially aware and become an empowered young lady?
Oh yeah, okay. So I think what I said was I would advise her to read more and to understand life, because with that education is key and you get to empower yourself. So knowing more about the social life and what's happening around you helps you be more aware of what's strongly your choice and what you believe in.
How about
knowledge
you,
is really
Sam?
power.
Do you remember yours?
I remember just the butterfly effect. Everyone's like, I love the butterfly. I'm just
Okay, your question. Oh, she remembers. Emma remembers.
Thank you, Emma. I'm pretty content with my answer.
Okay.
Honestly, the secret is when he asked me that,
Yeah.
it registered in my mind a physical asset, and I was about to answer smile, and I'm like, Samantha, it's non-physical. So I don't know if God put the spirit and the words came out, instantly it changed. It's your spirit, and I was like, it's your spirit. Go with it, Sam. Go. So yeah.
How about you, Resham?
So I believe mine was along the lines of the word migration and immigration. Yeah, immigration has been looked up a lot lately
On Google.
on Google. And what would you say to the Filipinos who have lost hope in their country? Right? Am I right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's correct. I have a list.
I said something along the lines of history has shown us that Filipinos have remained steadfast amongst violence and
Yeah.
hardships, and that if you've lost your way, turn to God and walk towards Him. And I would like to add to that, because what I mean by that is that we all get lost. It's normal and it's very natural. In fact, you should embrace once in a while that feeling of getting lost, because that's when you find yourself again. If you don't lose your way once in a while, life isn't as interesting. You need to lose your way to find yourself. And so that's what I meant by, turn to God, because to me, faith is the strongest thing that, grounds us. It's the strongest thing that allows us to bring back those feelings of understanding of life. So that's what I meant by that. But all in all, I wouldn't change it that much. I would just add to it the way I just did. But that's it.
Most of you guys added. How about you, Gazini? Do you remember your question?
Yes.
That would be what can you do to get more women in the workplace?
Yes. I actually answered for women's rights and for the elderly care. Women's rights, because as we all know that men are getting more jobs than women in the workplace nowadays. So I would advise them to just believe in themselves, because in the steadfast country that we have right now, or the universe rather, women are as equal to man, equivalent to man. So basically, what man can do, women can do now simultaneously. So basically, what I wanted to say was and then knowing that you have your grandfather, grandmother who is cheering you up to be kind, to believe in yourself, the wisdom they gave us, because they paved the way. So just by listening through them and believing in yourself and being kind in your workplace, you will have more inspiration, motivation to not work at all. Just enjoy it, and then you'd earn, and then plus you're enjoying it. That's it.
Work hard, play hard. Okay. Ladies, thank you so much for being here with us on GMA News, live here at Novotel. We'll be supporting you guys and viewing your IG stories, watching you on television. So for now, thank you so much again for being with us. Thank you, mga kapuso.
This was actually so much fun.
Para sa iba pang balita, i-follow lamang aming social media accounts at GMA News at bisitahin ng gmanews.tv para sa iba pang latest na balita. Muli ako po si Kate Burbano. Maraming salamat po. Yay! Bye! Stand by!